Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial kind of get ready with me type of video. I have decided that when I do a makeup tutorial or something like a talk through that I want to start off with a fresh face. So as you can see, I've got no makeup on and I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to do my makeup today. We're going to go out and get some food and maybe go to the zoo. Not sure, we haven't really figured out what we're going to do with the day. So I just want to, something very like nonchalant, just walk through my makeup with you guys. You guys can see how I do it on a normal day-to-day basis. I already have my face moisturized, and for that I use my Mario Badescu facial spray, some Dermalogica skin smoothing cream, and this little baby Philosophy Renewed Hope in a jar for the eye. I'm just going to spray a little bit of the Smashbox primer water. Not a little. A lot. I really love this stuff. It really leaves a nice, like, even kind of blank canvas for my foundation. And if you have dry skin, really check this out because it really helps with how the foundation is applied and how it sits on the skin and how it buffs in. So really good stuff. Let that dry a little bit. And as that's drying, I'm going to be doing a little mixture of my L'Oreal True Match Lumi in the color W3 Warm, and then also combining that with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I am in the color 117. So I combined those two. I was using the L'Oreal Lumi W3 when I was more in the tan side from the tan towels, but now that it's fading, I'm combining these two because this one's a little more yellow and darker, and this one is more of a neutral, like light color. So the two together help even out my neck to my face. What I do is I take the end of my brush and I mix the two together, and then I just plot it on my face. So buff that in. I like to do a lot of dabbing motions and then buffing. Work on the nose. I've been dealing with a lot of problems with my nose where the foundation, despite whatever foundation I'm using, it doesn't want to sit well on the nose. Like, I think I need to buy those Biore or Biore like strips for the nose because my nose is just not loving foundation at the moment. The forehead, which ever since I started using the Smashbox primer water, putting foundation on my forehead has been like amazing. In the past, foundation would just like settle into all the dry spots, especially on my forehead because that's like the driest area of my face. But ever since I started using the primer water, it really is like a dream to put on foundation. And just really grab whatever's left and just make sure to bring it down to the neck so it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. And in the ears, if you're going to put your hair up, which I haven't decided if I'm going to. There's foundation. So now I'm going to let that sit and I'm going to go straight on to the eyes. I'm not going to put any primer today because I don't think I need any. I'm going to use my MAC palette today. I haven't really used this in a long time and I don't know, I really feel like using it. So I'm going to go in with the color Cork, which is this one right here, on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to place that in the crease. I really love my MAC shadows. I've just been so into using other palettes that I tend to overlook them, but MAC shadows are really good. Using my e.l.f. C brush, I'm going to pick up All That Glitters right here. It's one of my favorite shadows for MAC for the lid. Super pretty, light and shimmery. Just place that all over the lid. A dupe for these shadows, these two that I've used right now, you can use Wet n Wild's Walking on Eggshells palette. Then taking a denser brush, I'm going to pick up Satin Taupe right here. Put that in the outer portion of the eye. And just keep building. I'm not going to do too much because it is daytime and I want it to be very subtle. Then we're going to go straight to mascara. Not going to do any eyeliner since it is daytime and I want it to be something more natural. So just curl your lashes. I'm using my Shimmer lash curlers. And then taking Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes. I was able to get this on sale at Ulta when they had the mascara half priced. I hope some of you got that email and were able to pick it up because $10 for mascara, that's usually like $20. Pretty freaking good deal. I'm going to be using a new concealer that I just picked up, and it's the Nars Creamy Concealer, and I got the color Vanilla. It looks like this. I heard a lot of good things about this concealer, and I'm wondering how it works under the eye. So the majority goes in this little corner. I bring it down a little bit, make like a V, and then put a little dot in the inside right there because my eye kind of sinks in there, so it gives a really dark shadow. So you want to cover that up without messing with the eyeshadow. And today I'm going to be using my Real Techniques setting brush to blend that out. I think I like this concealer. It blends out really nicely and it gives really good coverage. And I really like this brush to blend out concealer. And then whatever is left on the brush, I'm just gonna do the side of my nose and then a little on the side of my mouth. Using whatever's left on the brush to put some concealer on my forehead. Don't want to put too much because then it can get really cakey up there. I'm gonna use my Hourglass palette, ambient lighting palette, to set this, and I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna take this color right here from the palette. Now that we've set that, we're going to do the lower lash line. I'm gonna take more of the Cork on a pencil brush and run that under my lower lash line. Just to smoke it out a little bit. Nothing too drastic because you want this to be daytime appropriate. You just want to do a little bit something under there. And I'm going to try this mascara on my lower lashes. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Hopefully good. Hello. And then for my inner, my waterline, I'm just going to put a little bit of Smashbox Limitless Always Sharp liner in the color Nude. Just like brighten that up a little bit. So now let's go back to the face. And I'm just going to go directly into bronzer. I'm bronzing up my face a lot with the Chanel Soleil de Tan de Chanel, the cream bronzer. Oh, see how beautiful that is? And I use my Sigma F84 angled kabuki brush. And I just pick some up. And I just place it on my cheekbones where I might get some sun. Not really contouring with this, but just adding some color. And this brush is like amazing with it. It does such a good job. It places it exactly where you want it to be placed. A little bit on the forehead, temple area, right there. A little on the chin, right here. Whatever's left over on the jawline. I love this cream bronzer. It's so beautiful, it smells great, and a little goes a long way. I don't use the Chanel bronzer as contour because it's too orangey for that, but I do use my Hoola bronzer and using my Hakuhodo. Don't know the name or the number of this brush, but I will find it and put it down below. And I carve out my cheekbones with this. Just at the back. Bring it up. A little bit on my forehead. Now my temples. This here would let me. And just blend that out a little bit more. But make sure to blend up because then if you blend down, it defeats the purpose of chiseling out those cheekbones. And then my jawline and a little right here. And then I'll do a little bit on the side of my nose. Pinching the brush and then blend it. Then for blush, I'm going to be using Milani's Luminoso with my Sigma F40. It's like the perfect blush for this time of the year. Just place it on the apples, bring it back, just above the contour. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Collection Privé lipstick by JLo. It's really nice share your lips but better type of lipstick. And it's really creamy and moisturizing, so I really love that. That's the finished look. This is my like go-to, something like this, you know, not exactly, but something like this is like my go-to everyday look. I'm just gonna go out and roam the streets of Houston. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Talk to me there, talk to me here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Got an eyelash in my eye. I hate when that happens. Make us. Don't want to make that mistake again. Why aren't you focusing, camera? Focus on me.